Hi guys, thanks for watching. And here, let's do some cards for Gemini then. A 3-card tarot spread for Gemini for the week, April 22nd to the 28th, 2019. And we'll have an oracle card significator as we go. Okay, I'm actually this week using, for Gemini at least, we'll alternate the decks a bit, but for Gemini, I'm using the very ancient Mantegna Tarot. So old that I don't really understand it, to be quite honest, and it's not an awful lot like modern tarot decks. In fact, there are similarities, there are definite similarities, but it goes back to the 15th century, and if I was going to read it properly, I'd have to lay out a great big spread, and you kind of play this very strange game with this spread, and the cards that are left over at the end are the ones that are significant and determine what the reading is. So Gemini, a rather complicated, a rather weird and wonderful week ahead for you, and a week of, wins and losses, to be quite honest, but by the end of the week you ought to be left with something substantial. Okay, so let's do a spread then. 1 card, 2 card, and 3 cards from the Mantegna. There we are. Okay, this is for Gemini for April the 22nd to the 28th, 2019. The first card has 2 on it. The Mantegna is kind of really funny like that. Some of the cards have 1 image, some have 2. This one has 2. So, Gemini the Twins, we've actually got 2 distinct possibilities here. First, we've got Apollo, number 20, which is all about control of feelings. And Gemini, well, it's a very cheerful, a very sociable sign. And many of the signs are actually going to be in retreat this week. So it may be that family, friends, people you want to see over the holiday time, people you need to work with even, are just kind of not at their best or are indisposed or aren't really getting down to it this week. So got to control feelings, really, because you're going to have this kind of pent up stuff that you want to kind of do, and it's just not possible to do it. That is the one side of Gemini. The other side of Gemini for April the 22nd to the 28th, 2019 is Cleo. Put oneself in sync with history. I'll bring that card up close so you can see. Not a great thing to read online with, I'm thinking, about these half-size cards. Might have to do something about that. But yeah, that is the Mantegna reading. We've got either control of feelings or put oneself in sync with history, which is basically looking back and standing on the shoulders of those who've gone before, family members, perhaps loved ones in the spirit world, friends who've taught us, teachers who've taught us, but the great wisdom, the massed wisdom of history. It's a great big thing. It goes back a long, long way. And as we're talking about star signs, let me say that is very, very ancient knowledge. We thought we knew it went back beyond ancient Egypt. Really, it seems to go back to the dawn of time because it was so important in agriculture in those days. And over the years, people have done nothing else almost. But, what am I saying? People have had to keep looking at those things to actually get the signs and to actually be able to deal with the seasons, and just work with what goes on, because it's always changing, really always changing. And early people had no alternative to the stars. They had to look to the stars all the time. And then people started writing down what all these things meant. So we've got the long history of astrology, and that's branched out all over the place. It's become an integral part of the tarot. Of course, all of the tarot cards have some kind of astrological meaning behind them. Let's see what the second card is anyway. We've definitely got things scattered for Gemini as we start the week off. This here is the heart of the matter. It's Prudence, and it's number 34. And let's just think about that. The Beatles song Dear Prudence comes to mind. It really would. But I'm thinking, Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play? So Gemini, yeah, you're actually going to want to come out to play. We've just been looking into that, haven't we? But as I'm looking at this person is looking into a scrying mirror, yeah, and actually has 2 faces if we come up close. And the prudent thing is actually living with both sides of yourself, bringing that shadow self out, facing your fears, Gemini. Maybe this is one side to the twins that, one twin is kind of a less happy character than the other one is. But you have to kind of look at both sides. This character is only looking at the beautiful side. Look at both sides of the picture, Gemini. It's earthy, it's gritty, but it is that kind of week. Actually, because I've got it written down somewhere. Where is it? Yes, actually on Easter Monday, the Sun, which is in Taurus, conjuncts Uranus. And that could be very positive, it could be very negative. It's difficult to know, but much is up in the air. So there's two sides of the coin all over the place. A good time to be careful with what we say as well, which is another good thing about Prudence. But remember, come out to play. Don't just hide away, Gemini. I'm not telling you to do the hermit thing yet. Maybe the cards will, who knows. This is the third card for you, and it's Musica, number 26. Okay. This character looks really quite happy, and it's an extremely spiritual card. We've got the swan there, and this incredible green pattern here in between the silver. They've all got silver on them, the Mantegna, but this one's particularly green in the background. Healing flavour, I always think, when the colour green comes into play. This character is very earthy. She's dressed in the colours of the earth, and that's that Taurus energy, because the sun is in Taurus as it goes into Uranus. And exactly why this affects Gemini is, frankly, that it affects absolutely everybody. So look at that earthiness and remember that we draw down the magic of the heavens to the earthly realms, and that's how it comes into our life, and that's how we live with it. Okay, so 3 tarot cards there from the Ancient Mantegna deck for Gemini, April 22nd to 28th, 2019. I'm quickly going to break off. I'm appealing for subscribers at the moment. I have been for a little while. YouTube changed the rules, and to keep on doing the live psychic readings, or in fact to get back to doing them because I can't do them at the moment, I'm going to need 1,000 subscribers. I'm sorry, I had no idea that was going to happen, but thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed. I see the subscriptions are going up every day, and I won't let you down. Tons and tons of video ideas here. But also, I'm going to have a subscriber giveaway, and I'll be giving this away fairly soon now. It won't be ages and ages like the last one was. And it's a wand, and it's a very earthy kind of a wand. It's made from a sycamore stick that I actually found lying on the ground and carved out myself. It's long, well and truly seasoned and dried out and everything. But look, it's got a really, really wild grain pattern, and you can actually see not sure what to call that, but basically the barky inclusions of the outside of the tree are actually still there on the base of the handle. So to lift that earthy energy, it's got a silver lace agate, that's what I'm trying to call it, silver lace agate ball on there. Don't know how well you can see the shimmering, but it's a real beautiful ball, and that really elevates the energy and gives it a lot of kind of action to it as well. That gets things happening. Not least because we've also got this amazingly lovely, it's got a nice sharp tip on it as well, raw quartz crystal and some celestite chips in there just to raise the vibration even higher. If you'd like to win this, go ahead and subscribe, please. The red button thing is down there, and tap the bell as well to make sure you get all the notifications. Okay, so there's 2 sides to it for Gemini, which essentially makes it 4 sides to it, I suppose, really. Complicated. It does look like a complicated week ahead. There's lots of energy, and there's kind of nowhere for it to find its goal. The thing about that is energy always does find its goal. It does, and so there's a sort of good degree of impatience. It gets a little bit headachy around the full moon anyway. So, it's frustrating for some people because they want to get things done. It's frustrating for other people because they want to blink in rest. Let's have a Kyle Gray card, please. 4, and this is from Keepers of the Light, by the way, so this is the light side of things for Gemini for April the 22nd to the 28th, 2019, and we have Gaia, Earth connection. We're back in the Earth again, Gemini, and Gemini is one of those out there signs. I absolutely love those out there signs. Excuse me, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm larger than life, and Gemini can be twice the size of life. It really can. But remember that Earth connection. Remember that no matter how out there things get, we live in this world. So get those roots down in the ground, get your manifesting head on, and be prepared for a bumpy ride, but one that brings rewards as we go on through the week, because things do get better. Okay, they always get better. Thanks for watching, Gemini. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, you know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe, please, and tap that bell. Leave me a comment, guys. We'll share the journey. Have a good one. Bye. Peace.